Let's go.
All right, welcome back to the Don't Judge Me podcast. You're here today with Sir Nygel, House of the Wave File. Got the rest of it because it kind of messed me up. The single is coming. I've been working on it. But you know, coming from the dark gray triad, always looking left because I ain't right. I'm here today live with my main man.
That would be me, Mr. Jay Del Negro. First and foremost, thank you for listening to the Don't Judge Me podcast. It is absolutely your pleasure to make our acquaintance. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. And if you weren't aware, let me tell you, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, Google Play, SoundCloud, and all those other podcatchers out there. And while you're out there, leave us a comment, write a review, rate us that good old 5 stars. And if you're on SoundCloud, hit those hearts. And if you're here today with us on YouTube, just say something in the chat. We'll see it. We appreciate it. We love you. But if you'd like to take it a step further and be featured on the show, you can do so by reaching out to us by email or by phone. Our email address is don'tjudgepod@gmail.com. And our phone number is 410-834-1562. And I promise you, we will incorporate anything you say and or anything you write in an upcoming episode of the show. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on our guest. He didn't write to us. He didn't email us. We just knew him. And we figured it would be a great opportunity to bring on our buddy, our pal, Mr. Severio. Severio, welcome to the Don't Judge Me podcast.
I haven't listened to the full intro in a while, and y'all are so extra.
Oh, yeah.
Extra? What do you mean?
It's a lot. There's a lot going on there. And I just got a whole spiel.
You know, it's funny, too, because initially it started to, hey, it's Nygel. and then it grew. And then it kept growing like my hair, and it just is, now it's out of control. Like my hair.
You need the little guy with the trumpet to blow you in and then just to read it off on a scroll.
Can we hire that? Is that in the budget?
It'd be great if we had that kind of music to the intro. That would be.
I apologize to everyone for what I've done here to you all.
You have turned the level of coolness up or down? Which way?
Down, definitely. Down. I'm like, no, I'm not here to make. I don't make things better.
No, this is all time better. I am now going to find a way to make a trumpet man.
Just get some guy with a vuvuzela. It's the same thing.
A what?
A vuvuzela, the old from the World Cup.
No.
Sure. Classic. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's with it.
Yep.
I learned that.
I watched soccer a couple times. I know what you're talking about.
I learned the word once. I will never not use it when I have the chance. It's too much fun.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you taking the chance to use such a strange word with us here on the show today. So just want to get out in the open. Are you okay with joining us in Judgment? Because we got quite a few things to judge.
I am. I personally judge people a lot at work. And it's just nice to be able to do it professionally and personally now.
And it's recorded, so
live. So I want the consequences of my actions to eventually catch up with me. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but years down the road.
Keeps life fresh. And
you want to have the fear. You want to have the fear in you.
Got it. I understand. So we're going to start. I said shark. We're going to shark the show. We're going to start the show off by shooting bombs. A little. Let's shoot bail instead. So first and foremost, I want to shoot bail to the rapper known as J. Cole. If all things go as expected, he will have an album release on the 14th, as well as he'll be signing a professional basketball contract with the club out of Rwanda. He'll be playing for the Rwanda Patriots if things go as expected. And this is an NBA FIBA basketball joint kind of thing going on here. And J. Cole, the rapper extraordinaire, will also be a professional basketball player. So that's positive, right?
Yes.
You both are like deer in headlights.
I'm not sure how comfortable I am with a team being called the Rwanda Patriots.
That too, but I guess me being ignorant, I mean, I worry for J. Cole's safety because I feel like they don't even have water to keep him hydrated.
They ship it in from Vegas.
Oh, fancy.
Maybe.
The Sani or something. Okay, I get it. Okay.
Maybe. Also want to shoot bail to Vice for reporting that anti-maskers, those lovely people, they are ready to start wearing masks in order to keep their distance and protect themselves from the vaccinated. Sounds ridiculous, but at least they're wearing masks.
Win is a win.
A win is a win, exactly. So we got to take them where we can get them. Bail is pretty short this week, so let's just move on to another segment of the show that I love called Gentle Judgment.
All right, for you guys who are just joining us, Gentle Judgment, where you don't get the full wrath of our judgment, but just a little bit, just a little sprinkle, a dab of such. I'll start it off. My niece recently feeling sick, so she decided to schedule an appointment with her doctor. It's like, hey, my tummy hurts, and the receptionist's first response was, "Oh, you probably got COVID," and scared the shit out of my niece, who's 15, because she's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die." And it just reminds me of the WebMD back in the day, where it's like, my finger hurts. You're dead already. Like, so
it's too late.
It's too late. Gone too far. But my gentle judgment was for the receptionist.
COVID, did she?
No, she didn't. She got tested, and my brother got tested since he was with her, and they're both fine. But the receptionist apparently talks to everyone like that and just says, "Oh, you probably got COVID." And
but imagine when she's right.
You're right. I mean, I guess
that kind of kills the effect, though, because she's.
It's like, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, I'm glad you said it. But judgment for the receptionist, who may or may not have been a nurse, may or may not have had her CRN, may or may not be an RN, may just be an hourly person. Who knows? But they scared the shit out of my niece, and I need you to chill out.
Well,
yes.
I'll say this. That doesn't feel gentle, and y'all should have jumped her. That's just my fault.
Look, yeah, right. Honestly, like that, yeah.
You can't social distance and jump someone, though. It's just, I mean, maybe Nigel can. He's got like long legs.
Look, he's got long
legs. Yeah. I'll get, remember those old school like gummy like arms that you like fling and stuck against the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. 6 feet right there.
I don't know if that counts as a jumping. I'm not like a professional.
If you're like,
I mean, I guess if you stick them in some rocks first, like,
look, they're gonna catch these hands, right?
Multiple hands.
Multiple. We get it. We all get it. Yeah, we're here.
Okay, don't do that.
I'm gentle.
Thank you.
I've got one for you. It's about ketchup.
Okay.
Ketchup. Actually, I said that wrong. I fucked up. That happens. It's about barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is nothing but adult contemporary ketchup. It's the same thing, but a more like grown up and mature flavor. And why, when you go to fast food, do they charge you extra for a pack of barbecue sauce, but will throw every pack of ketchup they have there? It's the same thing. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it.
Well, I think it's, people just trying to hate on the sauce. They know you have it and they don't want to give any more of it. That's what it is. Maybe. I don't know. That sounded right.
Why are they charging me extra for grown-up ketchup?
For grown-up ketchup? I mean, there's a lot of people in a large section of the United States who are watching this and probably upset now. Like everybody in North Carolina, they're upset.
They use vinegar-based barbecue sauce, so whatever. They're not even using ketchup.
I don't know. I just don't like fast food barbecue sauces. It's all.
See, each one is different. I've always loved an Arby's barbecue sauce. Now, not to sound like I'm a barbecue sauce connoisseur, but I am. But Arby's always hit. McDonald's is okay, but it's tangy. It's
too much. It's too much.
It's too sweet. The title is tangy barbecue sauce.
Well, read when they're hungry, they got the nuggets.
Yeah, but it says, they say spicy, but it's not like melt your mouth spicy.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
it's too much.
Well,
it's too much.
If you were familiar with the show, a few episodes ago, Sir Nygel said pepper took him over the edge before.
Yo, no, I'm gonna tell you right now, it threw me off. I'm gonna look. I was making some chicken. I put some pepper on there. I was like, I'm just doing very bare basic. I don't want to marinate anything. And I'm gonna tell you, you seen that Idris Elba when he's like, it messed me up. I was like, yep, maybe I'm rounding down today. I have no idea.
No, you are definitely.
I don't know what was going on, but I was messed up. I will tell you. And it's funny because the week before I was talking about how Whole Foods guacamole wasn't spicy enough. So I don't know where I'm landing right now. Like I'm all over the place.
No, I think that works out. Whole Foods isn't like a place where I would go for anything with any spice. So like for you to then just be like pepper's too much, it tracks. I'm with it.
I'm assuming the Costco pepper is spicy. I'm just gonna throw it out there. They had that extra. I don't know. I'm trying to justify my offness, but Costco during the pandemic, back in the day, first pandemic when toilet paper was scarce, I bought cheap toilet paper because that was the only thing that was available. I'm talking like you need to wrap it around 13 times because you might be playing with your butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like you need some layers, right? So the reason why this is on today, because earlier I was handling my business and I ran out of the cheap paper and I actually had real paper towel. I mean, toilet paper today. And I was like, it was so thick. I was like, this is triple ply. This is some good shit. Like, I was like, yo, what have I been using for the last year? And I remember now because I've been using the cheap Kirkland joint, and now I got the Charmin, and I'm like, yo, this is some nice toilet paper. And so my judgment from first off, even entertaining the thought of buying this cheap toilet paper, but then two, being in shock and awe after I did like one joint, I was like, oh, that's enough. Or I was like, maybe not.
I mean, that leads into mine. Much like toilet paper hoarders, the people hoarding gas today.
Oh yeah.
I'm not mad at it in general. I'm just mad because tomorrow's the day I got to fill up on gas, and it feels unfair to me that I've got to deal with the downstream effects of these people being bad.
So you didn't have your shopping bags ready to store gasoline? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I already had my shopping glasses filled with gasoline. What do you think I do in the afternoons? Just drive around filling up bags.
But you remember back in the day when people got into the phase of deep frying turkeys at their homes, and there was like an uptick of houses burning down?
Makes sense. Frying's tough work.
Yeah. So people now are going to have just gas.
Yes.
Gas fumes don't go away. It just doesn't go away.
Like, where are you keeping? Like, people have drums and drums of gas, and yes, you might have a home, but if you put all that together, I bet you, like, in about 2 weeks, you're gonna have like, East Coast is gone, or like Hyattsville is no more. Like, that is the end of it.
I'm just waiting for like all the people who are going to be returning this gas because the pipeline's already back on. And it's just, you never see anybody who looks nice hoarding gas.
No.
Is like, I look through the pictures. They're all raggy.
It looks like and it's always like they're prepared. It's like they have these giant containers, like they belong on. Like,
who has 12 jerry cans?
And it's like, first off, I don't even like. I mean, I guess I could figure out where to buy one, but like, I don't have them in abundance. Like, and all of them match too. It's like, oh, this is 13 of them. Like, you couldn't even
Costco. I bet.
I guess, but like, goodness gracious, like,
he doesn't go on that side of Costco, man.
That's
just the shitty toilet paper.
Exactly.
That's all he does.
Toilet paper,
one ply.
cheap toilet paper, and rotisserie chickens. That's what he goes in there for, man.
Yo.
And then he adds the pepper to the chicken. I get it.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, set it off.
He needs a little spice.
Need some caliente.
Speaking of caliente, a Spanish teacher was teaching over Zoom and eating spaghetti when a shirtless man appeared behind her during her Zoom class. So the teacher did what any responsible adult would do when impressionable youth are watching. She licked the naked man's nipple and proceeded to grind as she did so. Class wasn't over, but she had another lesson to teach here. So,
as long as she's a biology teacher, I feel like this is okay. This is
Spanish
like
teacher.
No, okay.
Licking man boob during
She's
class.
probably talking about caliente, back to what we just talked about, and was like, let me demonstrate y'all caliente.
She was showing them how to roll their R's and what else you could do with it.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
See, that's
I like the way you think. The school board did not. They didn't fire or anything, but they put her on administrative leave pending an investigation. So my question is,
that's probably recorded.
I mean, it was visual. Everybody saw it. Like, what are we doing here?
Was it a sexual licking of the nipple and
what
grinding?
Other kind of nipple?
Maybe it was medical.
You said she was eating spaghetti, right? Maybe some of the sauce.
She was hungry. And got confused.
Hit him and was like, I'm on a budget because of the pandemic, so I gotta get all the Prego I can get. I need to take it off your body. Who knows?
Well, I mean, she's gonna get Prego, is what.
There you go.
Next.
Hey-o.
She probably
here
was
for another
in the middle of getting Prego or something, and she had to do her job, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's lame. There you go. So talking about, I guess, like Prego, I just found out this past weekend that Mother's Day didn't exist until 1914.
Okay, sounds about right.
Yeah, apparently some young lady petitioned. It was like, yo, we need to, honor mothers, try to do something with like white carnations, going to church. Then once you got it turned into a national holiday, it started in 1909, 1914. It got officially like this is a holiday. Then, of course, Hallmark, like, and them showed up and was like, yeah, we got this. And she was like, oh, I don't like this. And it was like, what do you think was going to happen? But anyway, 1914. I then found out Father's Day didn't come into existence until 1972.
Shit.
That's rough.
And so then I'm thinking, when you think about like dads, how they get like shitty Father's Day gifts, I'm like, it's only been around for like 50 years.
We haven't practiced, like society hasn't practiced how to make it a nice day.
No, like literally during like you had Woodstock and Father's Day happening at the same time. Like I can see why it's all fucked up.
I bet the first 50 Christmases were awful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Society needs to build up that, like, how do you do it?
Yeah. Don't know.
So, yeah. I mean, it'll be better for us.
Yeah. It probably gave you like a rap rocked or something. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Very, I feel like you would know something about this because you know everything. And you're white.
Well, I mean, those are both true things. I can't argue with either of them.
And you were a history major. So
I was. It sounds like a women Christians temperance union sort of thing.
See, he knew something. He knew something.
Yeah, there was a lot of this sort of stuff. They were trying to fix society in a lot of ways. And you have that burgeoning feminist movement. And it makes sense. I'm actually gently judging the legislatures at the time for making me deal with Mother's Day gifts down the road. They could have fought this. Nobody would have been that mad. Not like you could have dealt with the backlash. And now my mom's birthday is right around the corner. So I got to buy 2 things in a weekend because they couldn't do their job.
So you have to spend money twice on a woman. And that's just not okay.
It's not.
Okay.
It's just not fair. It's not fair. Like if I have a kid and their birthday's next to Christmas, they're getting 1 day of gifts. And it's the same number of Christmas presents.
Hold on. See, as somebody who's born in December, I'm gonna just say like that is
the
worst thing. Now that was an attack towards me because my birthday is the 17th. It's 8 days away from Christmas, and I swear I used to get so many happy merry birthdays. And my thing is, you had the whole year, and yes, my voice cracked, the whole year to prepare for my birthday. Whereas your birthday, I got April and then I got December. That's like segmented. That's not enough checks.
It's not my responsibility that you got yourself born in the same pay period.
It feels like it's your fault. Yeah, it feels like it's your fault. Yeah. You could
have been early. You could have been late. That's the same pay period. I shouldn't have to buy gifts for somebody twice in the same pay period.
It's funny you say that because technically, like backstory on Nygel, I was supposed to be born on Thanksgiving, so I was extra late. A whole month later, I was marinating. I was chilling. Okay, so that's why it probably explains a lot about me. But yeah, I was supposed to be born on Thanksgiving, and they had to get me out of there because I was about a month overdue.
Toasty.
Yeah, I was very well done.
Now I stand by even harder in my previous statement of it.
No, that's why honestly I couldn't even argue after you said that. Right? I was like, I was a month late. So yeah, you're right. Maybe that's on me.
You wander in 4 hours late and your boss is mad. It's not like you can be like, boss, get off my back. Right?
Yeah, like I chose to be late with the Starbucks in my hand. Like that's you or Dunkin' Donuts, wherever you drink.
If it's 4 hours, you also got to come in with lunch. You gotta have the Starbucks and like some McDonald's with barbecue sauce.
For nobody else.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Have either of you been to Ohio?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Severio, since you're here and you know things and you're white, is it just me or is Ohio like the roller coaster landmark of the United States? Does Ohio have more roller coasters than anywhere else in the United States?
I don't know if it's per capita, but it is a flat, boring land filled with people, white like myself. So there's not a lot of culture.
So yeah, it's got roller coasters, but also
probably a lot. And
also what's going on? Really?
Yeah, it's a huge place for fast food restaurants to try out new things because it's supposed to segment America pretty evenly.
I can see that.
Interesting. Well, speaking of fast food or crap food, a petition out of Cleveland, Ohio is calling for the statue of Christopher Columbus to be replaced with Chef Boyardee.
Oh,
I'm with it.
Oh,
the statue is in Little Italy, so it's on brand. It's on brand.
Chef Boyardee has done more for me personally in my life than Christopher Columbus ever has.
Okay.
Right? You know?
Discovered America.
It's not discovery if there's people there.
Moved in.
That is true. He did do that. He showed up. He chopped some people's hands off. Very bad man. Got him sick. Gave him syphilis. It's not a lot of good things.
Didn't know that part. Never covered that.
Yeah.
History.
Well, it's actually unclear.
Because he's white and he knows everything.
Yeah, syphilis might be a New World thing, might be an Old World thing. Nobody really knows. Everybody
Which came
called
first,
it.
The chicken or the egg? I get it. Okay.
Yeah, that's how you get syphilis.
Clap.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure syphilis. I think I feel like syphilis before the clap. At least we know more about syphilis.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I am all for the Chef Boyardee, and you should be able to. Remember those back in the day when we were like in the grocery stores and they had those little like red coupon things? They just have
take out, or that you would take off the shelf,
like a freebie, like right at the statue, right at the base. You just get a coupon, take it to the grocery store. I'm gonna get 50 cents off of this. Do they still sell the microwave drinks, or is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen them in a while.
I've seen them in the I'm never gonna buy Chef Boyardee again. I feel like once
you hit a certain age, it's like I can't. I'm gonna buy noodles and sauce.
It's too sweet. It's too sweet. But
yeah.
I'm picky about my pasta.
No spicy marinara.
That's fine. Spicy marinara is fine. It's just it's too sweet. I like savory marinara. Throw in some like non-sweet peppers.
That makes sense. My last gentle judgment is apparently I don't know. This is coincidence probably. Is history of marathons. I had no idea that the history of the marathon is based off of a individual who ran from Marathon to Athens, ran 25 miles, and shared some message because somebody was attacking something. I have no idea, and I apologize if you happen to know this.
Persians.
Okay.
Of course he knows this.
And he died, right, after the exhaustion of this run. And in a way to celebrate this man and his running and dying, they now run marathons.
For fun.
And live.
For fun.
Yes.
It's the most disrespectful tradition.
The disrespectful flex on a dead person I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, oh, you ran 25 and died? Watch me. We're going to run 26 and in your face. And it's just rude.
Yeah. And they line up to do it faster than he did.
Yes.
Like that guy's just sad all the time in whatever afterlife he's in, watching people like, oh, I'm training for it. Like he didn't train.
Yeah. Training with an orange slice and just some Dasani. I don't know why I keep going back to them. We're not sponsored. And and just living their best life and some booty shorts making it clap across the finish line.
That's not how that race goes, Nygel.
Oh, I've been watching the wrong video. Okay,
that's the other video.
LimeWire did me wrong. Okay, all right.
That's Miss Marathon.
That's a throwback.
I know. That's the first thing I can think of.
So, with this being an interactive episode, I want to share a picture as my last gentle judgment, and I just want you guys to put yourself in the place of this young man and tell me what you would be thinking if you took this photo as a graduation photo. One moment while I load this up. Here we go. And give me what you got, guys. Why would you take this photo as a graduation photo?
I lost a bet.
Oh, that's a good one. He stole money from the university. He was
all
supposed
of my jokes.
He was supposed to be work study and never did an hour. He committed a crime on campus
until later.
Well, the crime was he got his education, and this is him escaping to freedom or something, right? Isn't that it?
Technically, by definition, he should be going the other way. They needed to Photoshop that because he's going into the building.
Yeah,
so
that's a really good point.
That's where he got his job. That's where he goes to work.
Dressed like that?
On campus, he ain't going to. It's no. When he got promoted to Uncle Tom at this point. Okay, because all he's doing.
You got to be careful, Nigel. I'm right here. I'm right under you. Like, people
I was in the house. Okay, look, I was there. Okay, look.
They see what's up.
Yeah, exactly. We was hanging out. Tisa.
Can't go. I gotta. I work for an HR firm. I can't do that.
But I was saying, like, this man's walking into work like that, trying to show he's going to freedom. No, I guess he got promoted to Uncle Tom. That's what he's doing. He even got a belt. Look, I know slaves didn't have belts. He's
using rope. That's not a real belt.
That's better than some other people. He got jeans on.
Listen, I'm pretty sure the photographer was like, this nigga tripping, but whatever, and took the picture.
Anyway. $200 for this, so
exactly. That's a horrible picture. I don't get it. I'm sorry.
I would like to gently judge his support network.
Oh, yeah. I would too. That's a good one.
Someone should have stepped in and stopped this.
No, I know.
That's an absolutely good one.
This is where the dislike button needs to exist because 663 people have liked this photo. And
at the point of me screen capturing it, so it could be more.
It could definitely be more. But my also problem is I don't know, is this the photographer's page?
No, this is a third-party page that found the picture and was just like, hey, look at this, guys.
Well, see, my thing is photographers take photos and they put the watermark on, right? So he didn't actually pay for this picture.
Pay for it yet.
So he's a coon for real. Like, he was like, hey, these are some of the pictures. Let me know what you think. And he was just like, screenshot. It was like, I'm good. I don't need you no more. Put it on Instagram.
You are making a great point. He did not pay for these photos because that watermark is still there.
And the thing is also, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't, if I were the photographer, I would not put this forward as work I do.
No, I wouldn't either.
This wouldn't have ever, it wouldn't have been a watermark, wouldn't have been anything. It would have just been,
here, dog.
I do a lot of stuff under the table, and if someone walks up to me and they're like, hey, I want to do something that's racially insensitive, I'd be like, oh, I've got a binder for that. Print it out.
Yeah, it definitely would have been one of those things where it's like, all right, dog, here you go. I would just gave him the memory card. Don't even give it back. I'll get another one.
It's all yours.
Like, don't even need it. Don't even need it. Just take it. Peace be with you. I wish you find freedom or whatever you're looking for. And good luck.
Good luck.
Because the thing is, somebody that works with this gentleman is going to see that photo, and HR is going to come up to him next week and be like, we got to talk to you, Jerome. I'm assuming that's his name.
Jerome.
Jerome Johnson. Hey, or Jones. Jerome Jones. Okay,
Jackson.
JJ.
It's Jackson.
JJ. What's up, JJ? Can we talk to you real quick? We were looking at your post that got 663 votes and likes, and we just want to ask you some questions.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Is your home life safe?
I mean, you get 4 free sessions with a counselor, depending on your.
Depends on who it is. They might ask him to join the diversity inclusion team at his job. I mean, who knows?
He probably could play this against HR to get some concessions.
Yeah.
Make them have to explain it. And then if it's a white lady, she's not going to be able to explain it.
Oh, no, you're right.
Can you imagine? Right. Can you imagine me having to explain to you why that's bad? Oh, so I'm dressed like a what? No, that's.
You're dressed like a slave. What'd you call me?
Yeah.
Help.
Maybe this guy's playing 4-dimensional chess, and we're just the.
He's advanced beyond his time. See, this man was overlooked for promotion, and it's like, oh, I got them. Look, I had to find a person that was willing to take some crazy photos, and was like, Watch, I'm about to have a lawsuit within 365 days, y'all.
And leave the watermark on. I like it.
Leave it. Let them know. Put the respect on your name.
Sounds about right. Well, normally at this point we would take a break, but I feel like we shouldn't right now because we have Severio on the show and he should tell the audience a little bit about himself. So, Severio, who are you? Why are you with us, white man?
Well, I'm white and I know things, and I have a history degree, so that's pretty much a solid summation. Honestly, you stole my thunder there. I worked with these gentlemen, these fellas, for a long time, and they're cool people.
How often in life did you think about like judgment? Is judgment centralized in your world?
Yeah. I judge people all the time when I'm working and when I'm driving, when I'm at home. I'm just consistently thinking, where did these people's lives go wrong to lead them to making this decision? And I want to express that, so I'm happy I'm here.
Has that judgment led to a better Severio?
It has led to worse outcomes for Severio, that's for certain. But those challenges have made me better at judging people. It's a bad cycle.
Got it.
That doesn't.
So what the audience doesn't know about Severio, and you absolutely can't tell it by looking at him, is he knows a lot more than just history. He is as close to the culture as an unassuming white man could be. The only thing I think Severio doesn't have is rhythm.
It's rough. I'm glad in this moment the video of someone teaching me how to dance isn't available. And it was bad.
No, I don't have it.
I was gonna say, hey, if you got it, that's
No, I don't have it.
Cook me, but that doesn't exist. It's I've struggled for years with this. I've always been on the outside looking in, and I always will be. It's rough, but at the end of the day, you got to accept your limitations. I'm never going to be able to dunk because I'm only 5'6". I'm also not athletic, but I am hardworking.
I beg to differ. I've seen you play football. You're good.
I'm never gonna.
He's
on the
scrappy.
baby.
No. He's scrappy.
He's real lunch pail kind of guy. Is what it is. But yeah, I've grown up in PG. It's been my way. Went to a very white school. That was actually an experience because I was like, oh yeah, I'm white, and then I met like
more
Cape Cod white, and I was like, oh,
not that white.
Okay, yeah, all right, I'm something
different kind of white.
What is a natty ice?
Oh Jesus! I might have knew exactly what you're talking about.
So this is the. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
I said that's the Severio experience.
That's the Severio experience.
When I was 10, my mom remarried, and that's when it started. It was like, who's this black guy in the house? And she's like, well, that's your new stepdad. Ta-da! And from there on out, it was like a lot of interactions in the house.
What was the first? What was your first moment in blackness in that household? What was the one that was like, oh, this is different?
Well, the white kid, the two-tiered justice system in the house. You see, the white kids, we were allowed to do things and get away with things, whereas my brothers were not. I was never hit. I was never beat as a child. I was never struck. I cannot say the same for my brothers, who learned very quickly that the standards are different. I think it was really, really respectful of my stepfather to really teach that about America right from the get-go. And
did he ever lock eyes with you when he was doing it?
Oh,
like, hey.
You were never
Did
beat.
You get the glory tear from Denzel coming down the face?
No, they were never struck in front of us because that would be unfair. My neighbor, however, after breaking a storm door, we were asked, you all want to see this kid get his ass beat by his mom? None of us said yes. Further, none of us walked away. And we saw him get his ass beat. I was like, wow, is that what it's like for them? Thank God that doesn't happen to me. I wonder why.
There you go.
By them.
People who are possessed of melanin.
All right. I thought that's what you meant too.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was that was really it. It was just like, I don't get beat for this stuff. Mostly my older brother. He was worse than I was. I kind of learned by proxy.
Understood.
It's like, oh, that's the line. Cool.
Yeah, okay, that's where we go. Oh wow, they will fight us. Okay, no, all right, just keep it tie and tight, guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of the system and differences, even though no one said anything about the system, but I'm going to bring it up now. This is the segment of the show where we kind of discuss a topic, and this is what I pulled off today. So they're basically pissing on your leg and telling you it's rain. We don't usually get into politics around here, but today I said F it. So some GOP governors, mainly in the South, tell Joe Biden to keep his handout money. These people need to get back to work. The governors of Arkansas, Montana, Mississippi, Alabama, and South Carolina refuse the $300 per week unemployment benefit because it's time to stop paying workers to sit at home. Instead, they think they're paying people too much to go to work. Too much to not go to work. The rate of unemployment is the pay rate for unemployment is roughly $16 an hour, and federal minimum wage is $7.25. So these governors are basically saying these people aren't going back to work because they're making more money. And to that I say, so the fuck what? Either pay them more money, or we've already paid into a system that covers us with benefits like Social Security, Medicare, and unemployment. Give these people what they've earned. So to that, all of that, I say, like, the GOP is forever trying to vilify something just to have something to say. Like, this is what they paid into. Let this shit happen. Like, what the hell is the problem? Wendy's pays $7.25. I can sit at home for $16 an hour. I'm going to sit at home because this isn't forever. This is just something to get me over the hump because we're going through a pandemonium Panda Express right now. Like, this shit needs to happen. What say you?
This is the identity pot. Like, you'll hear it all the time from people on Fox News and the right wing about how identity politics are ruining the nation and like the social justice warriors and all that jazz. That's all this is. It's just these governors want people to go back to work because they feel like it's going to win them some votes back home. And it's a good way to stick their thumb at the bad guy president. They weren't turning it down when Trump was in office.
Oh, no, because he had the first larger stimulus package, which had $600 a week or something like that for 2 months or something.
It's just white grievances.
White grievances.
That's what it is. That's how they sell it up. And it's always been that way since Nixon's realignment. You have the silent majority who never stop talking. And this is an extension of that.
Have you ever been on welfare? No, that's not the question. The question is...
You're just trying to get me fired. All right, let's go.
This man.
You are a welfare queen. The question is...
I am beautiful.
Have you ever been in a position to piss on someone's leg and tell them it's rain? Goes for you too, Sir Nygel. Have you ever had to spin things up to make something untrue true?
Do relationship fights count?
I was about to say
something. I mean, sometimes you need to pull out the salesman. And
okay.
See, we're not going out this week because next week I've got plans with you already, and I can't do I got to get some stuff in order. And then you just keep pushing that back until she goes back to Vietnam. So
stop.
Oh, wow. So I guess you just didn't take her out for quite some time.
We went on a vacation like right before it, and then she was like, "Let's do other stuff," and I was like, "I just paid to go to Miami for like 4 days. I don't want to pay for anything else. Like we're good. Let's spend time together. Really build some more memories."
That's how you spun it, to spend time together.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want stuff to get in the way between us.
Connecting.
See.
But she paid into the relationship. Like, she put in her work. so that she can get her worth in return.
First off, he's dummy thick, and
yeah, that's true.
he was welcoming her to his temple of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's get to know me on a intimate level.
Yes.
Right. What could be better than me and spending time with me? Are you saying you don't want to spend time with me?
Spending your money.
Look, you can keep your face mask off. I can see into your soul. Single coming soon.
Is that the name of the single?
You're gonna have to get that out before the pandemic.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like a water drips, a beeping monitor, a beat, and it's just gonna talk about like, dang girl, you took my breath away. It wasn't the mask, and that's gonna be one line in the song.
If we let him keep going, he'll write the whole thing.
I mean, he's supposed to. That's the idea. It's supposed to be a full song.
I'm gonna do something.
Single coming soon.
That's the hope. But yeah, no, I mean, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of times you almost got to sell it. You got to make up something.
So what about when it comes back to bite you? Like, how do you defend telling people they can't have unemployment, or telling your girlfriend we can't go out this week because
Shaggy said it best. It wasn't me. No,
but it was. It was.
You're confused.
I mean, in terms of the politics stuff, you just tell them you did them a favor.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's been...
You're welcome.
I mean, think about it. Through our lifetimes, you've had, what, 3 Republican administrations? Right? Bush the first, Bush the second, Trump. How many of them?
I was here for Reagan. Just
Reagan. Saying. That's even worse. I wasn't trying to put you out there like that, but... No matter through all those times, they haven't been like doing anything to help their base, right? They haven't done anything to help the white working class they profess to be about, and they've just kept selling them on something other than their needs. And you can take this into your personal life. Just explain some emotional stuff that makes them feel better, even though you didn't materially change the situation, and you can probably get away with anything.
I feel confident.
I love you and your hair is pretty.
I feel like I can do anything now. You should be a life coach for ain't shit people.
That's fair. I'll teach anyone to have the confidence of mediocre white men like myself. That's what I'm here for. Next level.
Teach me, senpai.
Walk in like you're owning the place, even though you're underwater on your mortgage.
But you know what I say to that? You know what I say to that, though? That's what? Living the dream.
It is.
Ready to jump off the elevator if you could. 10th floor, please.
How's it going? It is. Every day. Without pause.
Finish the sentence before you even ask it.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's the lie, right? It's always the lie that gets people going. It's never the truth. It's the lie. But I agree. Like, I've seen the signs on the internet where on the takeout menu it would say nobody's working here today because everybody quit. Well, everybody quit because they knew they can get $16 an hour instead of the $7.25. I'm not mad at it. Pay these people a livable wage, and there we go.
I mean, if you can go from working nights, weekends, and double your salary, yeah, I'm quitting. For someone who worked retail for 20 years, yeah, I'm out. I don't have to clean the shelves. I don't have to shut down the store. I don't have to prep for a day shift. Bye. What? I don't have to work Black Friday. Bye. Like, I'm gone. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna enjoy my unemployment. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans and make a double dip.
I was gonna suggest invest in Bitcoin or something, but OnlyFans, that'll work too.
No, I'm making it clap.
It's the marathon. It's the marathon.
I'm looking at both of y'all. Well, both.
Oh, you should.
This one up there. This one.
I'm about it. Call me the round of applause. But yeah, like, if you don't have anything to offer other than a paycheck in right now, why would someone work for you, right?
No.
You know, if the offer is your job pays something a little bit less, but you're going to have that job after September, that's different. Or if your job's offering anything to make that worthwhile, even a nice place to work, go for it. But if you're just getting by because your employees are replaceable, guess what? They're not going to sit around. Also, be careful about coins. They're in a bubble right now.
Yeah, no,
I mean, what isn't in a bubble? Like, I bought into Doge just because it was less than $1, and I was like, you know, it's just like I could lose money. I could lose this amount of money, and that's the most important thing about investing. Only invest what you're comfortable with losing. Bought it at one. I put $50 in. The very next day, it was $38, and I was like, yo, because what happened was, what's his face got on SNL and just was like, Doge is a hoax. You know, just like it just tanked immediately. Like, yo, that's fucked up.
I'm on the other side of that right now. Right now, I'm up. I'll get the number. I'm up like 1,000 on Doge. Okay. I put in 100, and I'm up 1,000 because I bought it before that. And like I think if you're gonna get into these coins, it's important to know what your exit number is. Any sort of high risk investment. I know I'm out at 75 cents, and if it never hits that, I'll just sell it at 50, take my 1,000. But like, you don't just go into it and say, oh, it's going to go up forever.
No,
you want to know.
I don't think it's going to hit $1. It's definitely not going to hit $1. But I bought it at 50, thinking like, if I can get it at 60, I'm good. Yeah. Nope. Fucking.
And capital gains. Keep in mind your tax implications.
Yes, 40%.
Well, short-term capital gains is counted as regular income for most people. So whatever your normal income is, tax it at that. So if you're at that middle bracket, 22% right off the top, save it. I mean, maybe you don't report it. And then you don't get audited. Maybe you're fine, but if you make a lot of money, just pay your taxes. It's a lot easier than dealing with all that other nonsense.
Oh yeah, but if you don't make a lot of money, you know,
you're probably fine.
YOLO.
Exactly.
Bad economic advice.
Great economic
You heard
advice.
it today on So Judgement Podcast. Buy, sell, don't do shit. Make that money. Buy a boat.
You up here claiming 20 claimants on your W-4?
Yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm claiming everybody.
It's just what it is. That's kind of all I have for Exhibit A and Exhibit Nay. I don't know if you guys had anything else you want to bring up on this particular discussion.
Keep them checks coming. Just throwing it out there. I buy random stuff. I got an Amazon cart right now that needs to be purchased. Okay, so give me a check.
You leave stuff in your cart? That's reckless. What if you accidentally hit buy now?
I mean, what type of life am I living? I keep it there so I remember what it is. So
they got wish lists.
Yeah, but I don't ever check the wish list, so I need to keep it in the cart. And that way I'm like, yo, this is a priority. If I do save for later, that means it ain't a priority. But if it's in the cart, I need to buy it.
That is the YOLOest thing I've heard all day from you.
So when I get a 1,200 stimmy, what's my cart? 500. I need to add some of the save for laters. Let me add these on. I'm the guy that gave the check too. I'm supporting the economy.
You're right, because mine definitely was like, no, it's going right in a CD. We're gonna hold it there.
Nope. I'm spending it. Fuck it. I'm living large. I'm good.
I was like, oh, I can buy some more stock. Let's go. Let's get some more VTI.
Reckless. What we doing this weekend?
I'm kind of in the middle. There's nothing in my cart. It's all saved for later. But at the same time, I am looking at investment opportunities with money I'm not expecting. So
look, I'm telling y'all right now. See, y'all see how I got blue tape on my headsets, right? Yeah.
They'll replace that though, right?
Yeah. That's on my cart. That's in my cart. I pre-taped it so it doesn't break again because the other ones is right here, right? So like these jumps, see that right there? Nobody wants that.
That's not even where it broke though. Like, what's the tape doing?
Well, because my head's so big, it actually started separating right here, right? So I had to tape it back together, and then eventually this snapped. And then I was like, well, I can't live like this. I mean,
honestly, I'm judging you, but mine broke that exact same way, and my head is substantially smaller. So
no, I got a huge head. All this hair too. I got size 9, son.
I got none of that. I got no hair. I got
big head. My mama said I got a big brain. That's how it works. All right, y'all. Next segment.
You called it. On to the next segment. So if you would, Sir Nygel.
Sorry, I don't know who needs to hear this, but yes, because y'all ain't shit. I'm going to start it off with shooting a music video while working. So I actually included it in the litigation file at the very bottom, but if we can't share it, that's okay. But apparently these gentlemen were at work at McDonald's, the same place we were just talking about. And these guys were working and they were like, you know what? We're about to make a music video. And they literally shot a music video at the McDonald's late night shift and lived their best life. And it's like 30 seconds and it is phenomenal. But essentially they were bored as hell. It's at the very, very bottom. I'm not closing arguments if you happen to have it. But they have the buns. They're outside in the drive-thru. You can tell they're night shift. They ain't got shit going on. Apparently this McDonald's doesn't have no night crew, no drunk drivers or like high people or anything like that. They're just living their best life, doing their thing, and funny as shit. And I guess it goes to saying,
video to
fuck your job.
Give people the visual.
Do your best thing.
AKA my internet connection is getting real slow right now. So sorry about that.
I mean, it's the highest quality world star video. So
classic. It's a vintage.
Vintage.
I'm all for it. Make as many music videos in this until September, right? Because no one's going to care if you get like fired because you made a music video.
I was saying, but if you get fired, I mean, maybe unemployment.
Yeah, you can get unemployment. It's like
you're winning.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
You're getting paid more money to make that music video than you're getting paid to not make.
And if anything, people are going to be like, what? I'm going to share this because this is outrageous. Likes and views, because that's what people do stuff on the internet for. Yeah, look at that. That's classic.
See, when they get pulled into the office, the response is, but was I fly as shit, though?
Yes. And look at them. They look fly. Well, except for the one on the right. He looks
he's trying to. He's like, actually, no, I need this job.
Yes. He is trying to live his best life.
I'm going to get kicked out if I don't.
Gotta go through that.
Another horse movie?
Sorry.
Free advertising for what looks like a
This
Pixar
feels inappropriate
movie.
for this video that's going to follow, but
she ain't shit either.
Well, they're untamed at this McDonald's.
I feel like,
oh, look at that.
You know what? The only thing they needed was to bring more people glasses.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But he's wearing gloves. I mean, he's following safety procedures. So you got to appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing flyer than following the requirements of your workplace sanitary situation.
Look, and they got somebody's Land Rover showing up, or Range Rover, one of those cars. Like, that is amazing.
I felt differently about it because all I could think of was, are they poking fun at my culture? Because I saw like white dreadlocks, and I'm not sure if that's ever okay.
Well, that's who works at McDonald's late night shift.
Yeah, I don't know what you want.
Like any person I know that works and has any person I know that's white with dreadlocks works a night shift. Like they don't like it, they don't want to be there, but that's the job they got, and they smoke weed all day.
Weed during the day. You can't like weed at night's different, right?
Yeah, it's the moon and Jupiter's in ascension. I have no idea. I mean, I assume so.
You doing the Netflix stuff now?
Is
sneaking that in there?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, yeah, no.
All about the subliminal ads today, huh?
Yeah, about to say, I'm trying to get paid. Look, I don't know. You heard the podcast before. I've been trying to pitch Fast 10 your seatbelts, Fast 10 movie. I just need Vin Diesel to hit me up.
I gotta love with you. I don't think he's gonna do that. You've already given him what he needs, right? You've already told him you've already done it.
Wait, you just gonna come on the show and shit on my dreams?
Y'all ain't shit, so I mean,
look. You know what? Kirkland toilet paper for you, sir.
That's fine. That's fine. I got two hands. We can like take the whole.
Oh my gosh!
Fine.
I wasn't ready. Okay, cool.
Don't play. Don't start.
I wasn't ready to play, and I want to go home. Mom, mommy. Yeah, okay. That's my y'all ain't shit.
So I got a y'all ain't shit. It's a story out of South Africa, I believe. An armed security driver was good at his job, and the gangsters who tried to hijack him want him killed instead. So what happened was this guy was his first week, maybe even first day on the job. He's been a bodyguard for like the Kardashians, some other Hollywood celebrities. He's like a badass person. Just think of Jason Statham, but in real life. Every character that Jason Statham plays is this guy in real life.
All right.
A South African gang is mad that an armed security driver was good at his job, so they want to kill him for making them look bad. A security expert named Leo Prinsloo, who had just got the job a week before, was transporting cell phones, of all things, in an armored vehicle when an attack happened where they basically started to shoot the vehicle as he was driving, and you could see this through the dash cam. So there's bullet impacts up against the glass and everything. And my man is just driving and handling things, right? At some point, he ends up ramming one of them off the road. And he got to a point where he just said, fuck it, got out of the car with his weapon and just started shooting back at him. Like, he's a true badass, but him and his family are now under protection because the gangsters are like, we're coming for you.
I believe it.
That's an amazing story. My question is, why are there cell phones in this van?
They're transporting cell phones to go, like to a store or something like that. My question is like, is it really worth that much? Like,
just rob the store.
Rob the store. Exactly. Rob the store.
Like, I don't understand, like a hardened van target with a guy with a gun or some pimply teenager selling like cell phones. It feels like an easy
or something like that.
Yeah,
the way they shot the van, though, they didn't think it was bulletproof, and they tried to end this man. Like, they tried to kill him and his partner, and then because it was bulletproof, he was able to evade them and then clap back. And even like his co-pilot, it was like, "Hey, get the gun," and he was like, "Here," and he was like, "No, you get the gun." like
you do it. I gotta drive.
Do your job. And the guy was like, "I'm not really for this," and he was like, "I'm gonna get us to safety," and he got him to safety. He is doing the damn thing, son.
Honestly,
to your point,
what if they got in the truck and they got the cell phones and they were like, "Why are there cell phones in here?"
Maybe that's what they wanted.
I mean,
this is
no,
they were like,
right?
"Oh,
this is Africa, right?"
Yeah, this is South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah, maybe they don't have the iPhone 5. I mean,
still, you got
if you can shoot
you guys
automatic weapons.
You still might not have the 5. I mean, guns been around. I feel like longer than the iPhone 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they wanted the new update. Maybe their old joint still supported Flash, and they can't do the new jump.
They're only on a Tech 9, but they've got an iPhone iOS 13. So.
You know what probably was? It was like, wait, you don't even show blue or green on my text messaging. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fix that.
We're gonna fix that."
And then he was like, "I'm gonna rob this truck or van or whatever."
He probably told him like, "Oh, we gonna hit the van," and they're like, "Oh yeah," and he didn't tell him what was inside.
Yeah,
and like when they find,
some girl played him. It was like, "Oh wait, you don't have emojis? Oh, you can't do a speech to text?" And I bet you he was like, "Oh, I'm a speech to text."
I mean, I've actually seen other clips of South African police that are wild. Like, guy on a motorcycle, full on GTAing, driving and shooting his gun, like one-handed. Yeah, it's.
But is he hitting his targets?
I
know that it's not a movie. Look, it's very difficult to do that.
One of my friends in Africa, right? With what's the joint that be like sending people out like Greenpeace or something or like whatever
Peace Corps.
And Peace Corps, thank you. And he was out late past curfew, and it was like, "Yeah, how much money you got in your wallet, dog?" And he was like, "Why does that matter?" It's like, "You want to get home?" So like, it's a wasteland out there. It's like a video game almost, like Borderlands or something. Like it's
Americans are insulated.
Good luck.
I did a summer in Cape Verde, and
I remember that.
We got a lecture. We were like, "All right, you aren't allowed here. We call that Chechnya. You're not safe."
So Chechnya is a real place?
Chechnya is a real place. But
it was a word that someone made up because it sounds
like
it's like a terrible part of the former Soviet Union.
Isn't all of the former Soviet Union?
No, there's some Baltic states that are nice, if a little ethnic cleansey. There was a thing in the 90s. Don't worry, it's just white people on white people. It's not a problem.
Okay. Got it. Sir Nigel.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say there's lots of nice places in this former Soviet Union. Just don't go there.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Unless you want tracksuits.
Yo, on it. You know what I'm saying? Let the wind break, and I got it. My next y'all ain't shit is there's this OnlyFans girl who tried to shoot a shot with Bill Gates, and honestly, once I heard Melinda and Bill were breaking up, I was like, you know what? Bill's not that bad looking. I was gonna shoot my shot too. Okay,
hey, you sent a message to both of them.
Look. Hey, what's up? What y'all into? You know what I'm saying? I could be that person. You know what I'm saying? I get my hair cut. I could look a different way if you need me to. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that money. Okay, either you, Melinda, Bezos, and his ex-wife. I don't know what her name is, but apparently the richest man in the world can't keep a woman. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
so go for it, sir. Go for it.
Oh, so this OnlyFans young lady showcased on her OnlyFans. So that's what you do when you do embarrassing things. You're like, hey, I'm shooting my shot to Bill Gates. Somebody messages her on the side account and is like, hey, this is my side account because I'm Bill Gates and I don't want people to know about my side account.
Oh, no.
So she's like, oh, word, that's what's up. I'm trying to shoot my shot. And he's like, all right, well, let me fly you out. Just give me your account number and your PIN number. And, I'll get you your card. I just want to make sure, because that's how plane tickets work. I need all your information.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right. Like I a Nigerian prince gave me the same thing. I'm rich now. You know what I'm saying? So she pretty much is giving all this information up. Next day, she's negative $4,000 out of her account. And it's like, Bill Gates robbed me. No, he didn't. You got scammed because you thought Bill Gates had a side account.
Maybe Bill Gates did rob her. Who would suspect him?
You know what? Right? You're right. Maybe
right?
He was like, yo, you've been using a bootleg Excel for years. I'm trying to get my money.
Register your Windows 10 copy, or Bill Gates will rob your OnlyFans.
Let me tell
you, that's
what's
going to happen.
One time, I got a bootleg Microsoft Office, right? And I was like, all right, I'm going to try to get a PIN code. I went on YouTube and typed in PIN codes until one worked, okay? And I got a free Microsoft Office for a year, okay? And Bill Gates might try to slide in my DMs. But guess what, y'all? I'm not going to answer because I'm smarter than that.
You already got all the money you could need from the Windows Word code that you used. What could Bill Gates offer you?
No, nothing
more than that. Yeah.
But yeah, she got scammed and she ain't shit. The guy who got her ain't shit. And the fact that she put it online, she ain't shit. I mean, like if they stole $3,000, $4,000 from me, I'm not posting it online.
I mean, I feel like I will. I mean, I'm smart enough to know that's publicity, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess.
The cloud points, you get the attention.
I guess you're right. She's on OnlyFans, so it's like, hey, I'm broke now, y'all. Let me show y'all my butthole for $1,000.
Think about how many guys looking at it are stupid enough to be like, well, if she fell for that, I mean, what other mistakes will she make?
Clout is the eighth deadly sin. Clout, the new one. But I have a hot take around why Melinda is divorcing Bill, and it has to do with Epstein.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Basically. Melinda found out some things about Bill and Epstein, and she was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm out. I feel what I realized about myself is like, I never really thought of Bill Gates as a whole person until like last week. Like, I didn't know he had kids. I didn't know he had like a background or a story prior to just being Bill Gates, the billionaire. But then once they start alluding to some of the details, and I was just like, oh, Bill Gates probably did something that's illegal and she wants no parts of it. He gave her $1 billion straight the day after she filed for divorce. You don't do that unless you want to keep somebody quiet.
Oh no, it was like definitely like a non-disclosure agreement.
I mean, on the other hand, like it's $1 billion to Bill Gates, so it's like
still $1 billion. That's hush money.
Probably. I mean, maybe
the day after, that's hush money.
Oh yeah. That definitely is, because I mean, I think like Epstein was like his best friend or some shit.
I don't know those details, but it was. I
don't either. But it's like it's definitely some sketchy shit. I'll tell you that.
That'd be a very unethical thing Bill Gates did, but not the most unethical. Like,
oh no,
people forget in the 90s how much shady shit Microsoft did.
Oh yeah,
like there was a reason they almost got broken up. Like a lot of people lost their jobs because of that stuff.
Yeah. Was it Yoko Ono? Did she have anything to do with it? She has things to do with bands breaking up.
She might. I don't. Maybe she's a tech investor now. I don't keep track of everything that goes on with Yoko Ono. Just most of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we appreciate you sharing what you do know about Miss Yoko Ono. And earlier you shared with us something that you do know as well. So to me, and this is just to me, but it feels like a Cold War is a brewing because Russian hackers decided they wanted to cut off some of our fuel lines and hold them for ransom. And then they said, no, it's us from Russia. We did it. But Putin didn't tell us to do it. Or Putin, however you say his name, didn't tell us to do it, which screams Putin told them to do it. And he had something to do with it.
I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like the cameras in Baltimore not working forever. you take over a system, you do a ransomware attack. Normally the company has just a slush fund. It's like a shipping company. You take a boat captive, they pay the ransom, you get off the boat. It's the same thing there. They don't want to take the systems down. They want the cash. Yeah, they just run it. I don't think it was a targeted attack, because if it were a targeted attack, then you wouldn't have someone saying, oh, it was us. You just let it float a little. And
but
also,
how do you pay them if they don't claim it?
The company does that under the counter.
But transfer. They always, in fact, when they shut down Baltimore, the billing lines, 2019, they announced who they were. And when they shut down the school system in Baltimore County, they announced who they were.
God,
they always announce who they are.
They need like 2 cybersecurity trainings a year, which you can get. Yeah, so I don't know.
No Cold War. This isn't Russia just flopping their dick around and just saying, look at us, we're better than you.
No, well, if that were the case, it would be much harder to clear it out, because there's a lot of unhardened infrastructure in America that's likely susceptible to these sorts of attacks. Russia just wants to have their own little playground in Ukraine. It's the reason they invaded Georgia, right? Georgia was talking a lot of shit, and Putin was like, run them hands. And then they couldn't. And that was the end of it. And, destabilizing the United States is useful because it gives them space to operate. But I don't think they would risk a bigger reprisal than something going on in Ukraine, where the U.S. is even more invested in taking out a different outcome. If you want your big geopolitical Cold War, you're looking at Pakistan, China, and India over Kashmir. That is a bunch of unaligned powers with very dangerous weapons and large armies, with a lot of national bluster that could easily turn from their minor shooting conflicts to a major one. And then you've got, oh boy, it's the Baltics circa 1915. That's a powder keg sort of thing.
And just to remind y'all, that's a year after Mother's Day.
That's true. I'm glad we've gone. You know what? Mother's Day happened. World War I. 3 years later. Go. Somebody was really trying to get to buy some presents. Like, they were working hard.
I'm gonna go to war.
Yeah, can't. Great war. I gotta go fight the greatest war. War.
Can't buy you a gift, dog. See ya.
Ooh, gotta go get trench foot and shot.
Yeah, I'll write you a letter, maybe.
Someone will write you a letter. I'll stamp it.
You stop. Oh, that's funny.
Ye old fuckboys, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'll jump into my last y'all ain't shit. I actually had a fourth one, but it didn't really work. Talking about OnlyFans again. Apparently, OnlyFans grabbed my attention this week. A pregnant mom is now selling the possibility of watching her birth on OnlyFans. You can see it for $12,000, apparently.
$12,000?
Yeah, okay.
$1,000. You can see everything. Her innards, her soul, maybe. Don't know what birth looks like, but I could knock up somebody for free and see that.
I've gone into classrooms and seen crowning. That's enough for me.
Yeah, I probably YouTube it. Probably, I don't know.
I think it's a good deal.
That. You can YouTube that.
Yeah, I think it's a good deal.
It is actually a good deal because if you knock someone up, it'll cost you a lot more than $12,000.
You are right. You are right. Now, the problem I have also with this is that I was trying to fact check this, and I actually don't know if I really got to the point where I could fact check it. But the eighth result after I typed it in, I was like, pregnant woman selling her OnlyFans $12,000. The eighth result down said, Wegmans Food Market, come see us. I was like, wait, why are you here?
It's a lot of overlap between these two groups. You're at a Wegmans, you're bored, and you want something to watch, and you're like, I would pay more than $10,000 to watch a woman give birth right now.
But my thing was, I guess maybe because they're exorbitant prices. I have no idea, but it was literally like women giving birth, paying, charging. Wegmans Food Court. And I was like, what the fuck? And it was like charging. So it was like this random. I'm like, all right, Google, somebody, y'all doing too much right now because I think why are you here?
I think more people should charge for these once in a lifetime events so that we can participate. Right? I mean, it's just like the meme coins. You only have to hit once and bam, you're 15 grand richer, right? And for what?
Just like selling a cup of lemonade for 25 cents or for 100. You sell it for 100. You
have to sell one cup and you made your money back for the day.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just got to try to.
It's like Flappy Bird or those guys who make apps that are like $5,000 for nothing on your app. And then someone
I'm
buys
glad you brought up Flappy Bird because people were really trying to sell their phones. Like, I still got it. $20,000 or something. It was like it's a phone with an app.
You can play that at Dave and Buster's now. Just saying.
Oh yeah, you can.
It's out there. It's not quite the same as having it on your phone, but it's out there. It's out there.
Yeah, it's not that important.
Speaking, I don't have the clip, but I was on Reddit today, and my Yarling shit would have to be this cop in I think Brazil. She's like in a bar, and some guy's trying to give her the business, and she straight up bicycle kicks him in the chest.
Shut up!
And he has to go out the door, and this lady takes a swing at her, and she stops and just bops her once on the jaw. Lady starts crying. She runs out after the dude. Like that whole bar. How does a whole bar lose to one cop?
Because she's Cynthia Rothrock or whatever her name is.
From maybe she and the guy 90s. Need to like team up.
Maybe she's part of
South African. South African protection dude and the Brazilian. This is Mortal Kombat. This is exactly Johnny Cage and Sonya Blaze.
Who's going to have the really skinny Jack's arms this time?
The baby Jack's arms.
Yeah, the baby Jack's
tiny arms.
Bruh, I was so like, yo, y'all really going to do this to this man?
That's just so disrespectful.
It was so disrespectful for like 30 minutes. It was just like, what is happening right now?
Take my strong hand.
But it was so like, why would you even include that in the movie? And it was like, you need to find your aura, and then you can get strong arms. And it's like, no, just give me strong arms.
Just attach them. I got a battery.
Yes. Like, come on now.
Yeah, those arms. He had T-Rex arms. He had motorized T-Rex arms.
No, that shit was so fraudulent, yo. Like, I would literally be like, I would smack. You guys ever seen that video where like a guy just be smacking everyone at a like a cookout? Yeah, like just unnecessary. I would have done that to all the monks in that. Like, I would have just been like, yo, look.
But it wouldn't have mattered because you had little twig arms.
Look, I would have smacked him twice.
He'd hurt himself. He'd hurt himself doing it.
Bring it back to an earlier joke. I would have got those gummy little hand things and been like, fucking. I would just been throwing them around, and maybe they did more damage than my little baby dinosaur arms.
It's rough.
It's just what it is. So when you guys go outside, for the most part, you might see woodland creatures, a raccoon, a squirrel, maybe even a stray cat. Have you ever seen a stray cat as you went outside your door?
Yeah,
of course, right? How about a stray tiger? Have you seen a stray tiger as you went outside your door?
No, a deer.
I've seen some people with stretch marks. Does that count?
It kind of counts. So, but check this one.
Don't judge me.
I wasn't ready.
Tiger print everywhere.
Okay, yeah, that's a problem. I'm still going for my morning jog, though.
He's recording that shit? You deserve to die, yo.
I mean, it's a small tiger.
Boy. Yeah, I'm with this person recording right now. I don't know who this other person is. You got a gun? Yeah, he got a gun. Okay, respect.
No, you're letting it. Like, what are you gonna do if it charges you? The bullets aren't gonna kill it quickly. You're still gonna get mauled to death by.
Look, he had the pose and everything. Like he is ready to shoot this thing.
No, he's not. He hasn't shot it yet. That thing's walking up.
Yeah, it is.
So the tiger belonged to someone in that house that from the yard he came from.
What?
This video doesn't show it, but the gentleman comes outside and eventually grabs the tiger by the collar and brings it back in the house.
Oh no. You know what that was? He was exerting dominance for the whole neighborhood. Like, don't ever come over here. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna play loud music. I'm gonna get butt naked on my front grass. I'm gonna cut grass with my balls out. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And y'all can't do shit about it because I got a motherfucking tiger.
What does the HOA say to him?
Well,
right?
In his HOA, he can't have a tiger. And the gentleman was also out on bail for murder. So
well, this is where it gets complicated. Okay.
All right. I've seen Tiger King. Are we having part 2?
Yeah.
Carol Baskin was actually on CNN talking about this. However, the gentleman had been arrested the day after because he basically his bail was revoked. But they never caught the tiger. So the tiger is still roaming the streets of Houston unattended. And the guy who came out was a sheriff's deputy who got a call like, hey, there's a tiger in the neighborhood. So he went to investigate, pulled out the gun, pulled out the blicky.
Oh, that's who that was. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I was like, his form was actually pretty nice. You know what my thought is? Oh, go ahead, Seth.
Don't go for your morning jog.
Oh, that too. My thing is, he probably was like, hey, hold down the fort until I get back.
Be free, tiger. Be
free until I get back. I need you to hold down the fort. Make sure nobody steals nothing from my house.
Yeah, he grabbed the tiger by the collar and pulled it back inside. And then the tiger got out again because eventually he got arrested.
Yeah, was he in jail for tiger-related crimes or
no murder?
Normal crimes. Okay, not tiger-related murder.
The tiger, though, you can have a tiger in Texas, but not in Houston, the city that this tiger was in.
Oh, well, I mean, that's just a normal thing people forget to check when they get a tiger.
I mean, I wouldn't check.
I gotta say, like, all these local ordinances stopping us from being who we want to be, tiger owners.
That's what I'm saying.
Understood and agreed. But that was my last piece of y'all ain't shit for the week. So, Sir Nigel, do you have any questions?
Takes the cake.
Well, I got 2 4 Ys. Things I don't understand, but I kind of appreciate as well. Samsung. I have another video. Now I don't know if you can pull it up, Jay, but it's underneath the McDonald's one. But Samsung's coming out with a new line of trucks that have essentially an LED on the back of it, so you can see the road ahead of you. So if you want to pass it, you can see what's on it. And my fear, and I guess my 4Y, is that someone is gonna hack into that joint and be playing like a movie, or somebody who's driving it is gonna be doing a movie, or something's going to be redonkulous, but essentially the whole back of it, the part that lifts up where you can access the cargo, is going to be entirely a screen. And their goal is to prevent accidents from people trying to go around their trucks in the future.
Hopefully we don't get a commercial.
We got a commercial, I think.
No, that's it.
This is the commercial.
We did get a commercial. Yeah, you're right. Touche. Just don't pass trucks.
That's my thing. Like, I mean, if you're on a windy road in a mountain and you're behind a truck, like, just take that L. Like, you just made that mistake. Like, look at that. That's scary as shit. That looks dangerous. Like, no car has that type of horsepower unless you're driving like a Lamborghini or something. But then, even then, you wouldn't do that.
Or a Charger.
Oh yeah, touche. Or a Honda Civic with $30,000 put in it,
and a big ass spoiler on the back.
Well, the spoiler makes it go faster. It pushes
aerodynamics.
Yeah, more like you get closer to the road, more grip.
Anything Vin Diesel drives.
Well, if you have the lights underneath, you go even faster.
Oh yeah, of course, because it breaks the time space.
It warms the ground, so your tires can grip better.
Exactly.
You know.
But yeah, this truck allows you to see oncoming cars.
Yeah, this is goofy.
Yeah, I don't think that the leading cause of these sorts of death are a lack of knowledge
Oh, it's definitely the driver, or as you would say, Sav, it's something between the engine and the seat.
yeah, something between the steering wheel and seat is the problem. Like, those people are just going to be aggressive, and this is just encouraging them to be more aggressive. The screens
go out, and you can't see the whole picture.
Or even one of the pixels. Like, imagine like just enough
a black dot.
Just one exactly. Like dot. You're like, oh, I'm good, and it's a motorcycle that you couldn't see because a pixel went out.
See, that's actually worse for me because I would have to then pass because I can't stare at a screen with one dead pixel for my whole drive.
And my thing also, right? You remember how the notes used to blow up on people's faces? I mean, this is Final Destination. Like you're behind a car, all of a sudden it explodes, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's different. And the music was great for us to talk over top of, though. It just worked. It blended seamlessly with our discussion. I like that.
Gentle.
Yeah. And then my last 4Y is Japan apparently is selling a ballpoint pen with a parasite in the top of it. So you can actually have it's a living nematode parasite actually swims in the Japanese souvenir. So at the very top, I guess where people put their like logos, it's a fish tank essentially where you put a parasite in it, and as you write, it fucking moves around.
So you couple that with the engineered mosquito bites that we're all going to get, and this is how the zombie apocalypse really begins.
I hope it happens. I mean,
no, you don't.
Not because I'm violent.
No, he does. Nigel's deep down a very scary individual.
Yes. All my D&D characters are reckless.
Underneath all the bubbly happiness and joy that he brings people, there's a dark secret. It's going to come out in tiger-related crimes.
Yeah, I mean, I got my pet tiger. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to live my best life. Calm Exotic.
Calm Exotic? Is that's your name? Calm Exotic?
No, that would be my tiger's name.
Oh.
I mean, obviously.
And then I would tame the exotic, and that's where it gives me a little flavor, right? It's like, oh, he tames exotic. Mm-hmm. No,
I don't like any of the connotations of anything.
I don't like any of it either. As I was saying it, I mean, watch it for the song. It might be in the song. Who knows? But yeah, that's all my 4Ys. Pens with worms in it, and Samsung with a possibly pixelated truck.
Okay, well, we're going to wrap up this show, but before we go, Mr. Severio, once again, I'd like to thank you for joining us in Judgment this week. Is there anything you'd like to say to the listeners of the Don't Judge Me podcast?
Don't find out anything about me and do anything to get me in trouble. That's the main thing. I do a lot of reckless stuff. I don't really have any podcasts of my own to shout out or anything, so I'm going to shout out my girl, Anita, recovering from a stroke. She's doing all right now. So feel better.
Shouts out to Anita. Feel better.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Homie.
Yes, yeah. Small blonde girl, but flat out always packing heat. It's crazy.
Good to know. Be on the lookout for Anita with the Hills Eat. This is the end of the show. So this is the beginning of me thanking you again for joining us in Judgment. Remember, you can be a part of the show by email or phone at don'tjudgepod@gmail.com or hit the hotline at 410-834-1562. And I just did it from memory. In closing, I'd just like to say, enjoy life. Do whatever you want with that life, just as long as you don't judge me for judging you.
I just remind you guys about our Instagram at Don't Judge Pod. Post funny stuff on there occasionally, frequent, not at all. Who knows? You gotta look. But follow us, send us some pictures, or like us, or steal our photos, whatever you want to do. Don't really have a lasting final thought, but be safe, and thank you for joining us today.
And if you were watching us live, I'd like to thank you. So shouts out to Ricky Edits Media, Honeymoon Lifestyle, Muffy Bradshaw, and Tennille McCoy. Appreciate that and your participation in the show. Be on the lookout for more episodes like this, or not, whatever we feel like doing. Thanks again, Severio. Thank you, Sir Nygel. And we are out.